Hey, welcome back. 24 minutes, excuse me, after 7 o'clock. I guess I'm choked up at the price on this car.
Yeah, it'll probably choke you up as well, but boy, it looks nice.
It is a good-looking ride, Ed.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Tim and Lauren. This is the Range Rover. Now, we've already done the new Range Rover, the aluminum body, and it was absolutely magnificent. In fact, one of the black eyes of the Ford Motor Company should be the fact when they sold Jaguar and Land Rover off to Tata Motors of India. The second they did that, sales took off and the company's never been more profitable. And that's letting them put more variation in vehicles. Now this one has the 510 horsepower big V8 engine, which has a nice British throaty sound to it. The other aspect about this vehicle is inside, it's unbelievably quiet for a large SUV. But here's what's different. This is the Range Rover Executive Edition, and every time I bring it up, the guys at the dealerships go, "Oh, you mean the long wheelbase model?" Well, here's what it is. Look at the length of this back door. It's absolutely huge. I'll show you why in just a moment. When we go to the interior, it has the Range Rover look to it. It has a very large navigation screen up in the center. The controls are easy to get to. Like many of the vehicles, some of the buttons on the dash like to turn on the air-conditioned seat or the heaters. The button's there, but all it does is change your navigation screen over to adjust the seats hot to cold. That's really unnecessary because then you have to go back and hit another button to go navigation or audio. That stuff could be simpler, but overall the layout is great. And as I said, when you drive this, this feels exactly like a Range Rover ought to feel, and it's magnificent on the road if you can afford the price of admission. And here's the big play. Look at the amount of space in the back of the vehicle. You could have nothing but friends who play in the NBA and take them out on a Friday night, and nobody's knees are going to hit the back seat on this SUV. Now, from here, we have the automatic tailgate system. Comes down, one goes up. Huge amount of space, but a very, very high load here you should be aware of. You're going to have to pick things up and over, and I think smaller people would have more of a problem with that. The base price on this is $105,000, and the way it's equipped is $121,000. Now, I talked to Benny Miller at Autobahn yesterday. They only got one in last month. There's not going to be many of them. Second it hit the ground, it was gone. And so for the luxury SUV manufacturers, whether it be Porsche or BMW or Land Rover, they just can't keep these vehicles in stock, even though the prices are higher than ever. It wasn't that long ago, we were doing Range Rovers that were $68,000. They put the supercharged engine in it and jumped to $93,000, and sales picked up from there. This is a great one, especially if you want to carry people around in the back seat in real comfort and class. But I think they're going to be hard to come by, hard to find for a very long time to come. With that, y'all have a good weekend.
Thank you so much. You too, Ed. You can listen to Ed on 570 KLIF tomorrow. His car column is always in Saturday's Fort Worth Star-Telegram. If I had that car, I'd have to park so far out in the parking lot. Just would worry about it getting dinged or...
Yeah.
You know, that's a big price tag.
And it's funny, he talked about how much room there is in the back seat and then how you have to reach way up to put the cargo in. So we've got one for Tyson Chandler.
Yeah.
That will be his welcome to town gift.
I'm sure he has one.
From Mark Cuban.
It is 7:20.